Hey up everybody, how the devil are we all doing? It's a non-alcoholic gin, and today I've got another top 5 camp locations for you. Let's take a look at them. Right then, so our first location is in the Cocaine Valley, and we're just near Grafton train station. What we've got here is a pre-war house and what's left of a barn by the looks of it. Now, this is an example of two amazing pre-existing structures in a shit region. So let's take a look at the barn first. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Now, it is pretty fucked, as you can see. There's no two ways about it. There's big bloody holes in the wall, but we'll just ignore that fact. It's pretty spacious on the inside though. There's a lot of room to fill it up with crap that you find around the wasteland, and it does have an upstairs, which is always nice. Because let's face it, if there's big holes in your structure and some predators come in your house at night, then at least you can go upstairs and have 5 more minutes with your family before you're all inevitably slaughtered. In comparison, the house actually looks in good condition. It doesn't look like it's been affected much by the bombs. If anything, it just looks a little bit neglected, to be honest with you. It's one of those homes that you know as soon as you step through the door, you're going to be met with a mountain of semi-petrified cat feces, and of course an overwhelming smell of ammonia which will just attack all your senses. But that's fine, we're in a post-apocalyptic wasteland, you know, beggars can't be choosers. So on the downstairs floor, we're met with this violent shade of green wallpaper, simply lovely, and of course a copious amount of black mould on the ceiling. Upstairs we've got some more green wallpaper, love the continuity, and then of course we've got this little room at the back here which is actually a bathroom, I do believe, and there's not enough room in there to swing a cat, although I'm sure many cats have been swung multiple times in the past. If you was expecting a bedroom in this house, nope. All in all, a pretty cool little camp location. With a bit of imagination, I'm sure you'll be able to build an absolutely brilliant immersive camp here. Location number 2. This was actually shown to me by one of my subscribers, so thank you very much. I do appreciate it. And as you can see, we are literally slap bang on top of foundation. Now, you do have this area here, which you can build in. It's quite large, but it's not the smoothest of terrain I've ever seen, and this is just slightly away from foundation itself. You can get a little bit closer. If you move your module up to near the destroyed excavator, you'll see it when you get here, then you can actually get pretty much, like I say, right on foundation's doorstep, as demonstrated with this pumpkin rack. Yep, suits you sir, down to the ground. This patch of land is a little bit smaller, but it is also quite a lot smoother as well, so yeah, it's your call. Build on the rough terrain a little way away from foundation, or build a smaller camp in this area here. Location 3, and we are in the forest, the best region on the entire map, and we've got ourselves a little bandstand thing, and it's just down from the Flatwoods Lookout. Now, I say it's a bandstand, but I don't actually think it is. I mean, to be honest with you, when I go walking through forests, I regularly do come across bandstands, but they look different to this. Nope, that's a lie. I've never walked through a forest in my life because I've got the stamina of a fucking egg. It is a really cool little structure though. I have actually started building a camp around this, and it looks fairly decent, to be honest with you. It does take a little bit of imagination, as with most of my locations, but at least if you do build here, you are actually going to have to use your brain instead of just sitting there slavering, pressing the same buttons over and over again that have become muscle memory. If you've not experienced this in Fallout 76, then you've not been playing the game long enough, or you've just smoked a copious amount of weed. For our 4th location, we have this windmill. Now, I do know of one more in the wasteland, but yeah, they are quite a unique structure. Not gonna lie to you, quite a challenge to build around this. The bottom of it is just surrounded in shit, as you can see here, and there isn't actually much area on the windmill itself to build on. But, I mean, just look at it. It's cool as penguin piss, isn't it? I mean, it is a really cool looking building. Can't think of any other way to describe it. Another beautiful factor about this is you do get an half decent view of the toxic valley. I mean, yeah, it'll cause you permanent blindness, but it'll look good once. And look at that, you see, you can see our first location down there as well. Absolutely marvellous. You can also smell it as well. Jesus Christ. Like I say, quite a challenge this one, but if you feel up to it, give it a go and see what you come up with. And for our 5th location, we're back near foundation, and for those keen-eyed viewers amongst you, you'll notice we're pretty much at exactly the same spot as what I've already shown. As you can see, we've got ourselves a little tent, but this isn't just any tent. Oh no, it's a relatively empty tent, which means you can put your own shit in here. Absolutely fantastic. As well as the tent, we've got this little body of water here. I mean, it's more of a puddle than a lake, but water's water in it, and it's got this nice little structure attached to the rock face over there. I don't know, could you make a diving board out of it? Give it a try. I mean, it's nowhere near the water, so you'd be diving into, you know, solid rock, but that's absolutely fine. Space wise, there isn't much. There is a relatively small area at the side of the tent where you could get down a small camp, but if you are going to build a let's face it, you're going to be incorporating the tent into it. To be honest with you, it's not a bad little spot if you're into these kind of builds. I know some people love, you know, like natural in the wilderness kind of tenty campsite builds. I don't know what they're called. But anyway, let's forget about that. I'm going to give you a bonus location, or should I say bonus locations. Yeah, there's loads of them scattered around the map, and I see very, very few people building here. In fact, I'm not sure many people actually know you can do this. Yes, you can build at power plant substations, even though they're a marked location. And yes, with them being substations, they will give you camp power. You can hook up to it. This one, for example, is at the White Springs, and if I hook my camp up to this, I get 10 power. I do think this increases if you do the powering up events. I'm not too sure, but I think I'm, you know, in the ballpark on that. Like I say, guys, there's loads of these scattered across the map. Whether you can build at all of them, I'm not sure, but the ones that I've tried building at, then yeah, you can put your module down there. Anyway, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video. As ever, if you did like it, hit that like button, you know, let me know I'm doing an half decent job. And if you want to see more weekly Fallout 76 content, hit that subscribe button too. As we say in the north, I will love you and leave you, and I'll catch you next one.